Alright people, today's YouTube video is going to be a sports video. Congratulations to the San Diego, now Los Angeles Chargers in their successful game of beating the Baltimore Ravens. Now I know a lot of Charger fans going to look at me and say, I told your ass we got the best record. Yeah, that was a football game. It was very competitive. Had they not fumbled the football at the last minute, they probably would have tied the football game up and sent the game into overtime. It is what it is. The Baltimore Ravens lost. The Chargers won. It is what it is. Now you're going to face your next opponent, and that is Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Now you beat a former two-time Super Bowl champ. Now you're going against another football team that's a former Super Bowl champ. Now you're going to go against the Patriots that lost in last year's Super Bowl. So this is going to be a very competitive football game. It's Philip Reed versus Tom Brady. It is the Chargers versus the Patriots. And you see, I got to explain who's going to win and who's going to lose. Now, about 90% of the time when you go to Foxborough in New England, you always lose. Now, the Chargers and the Patriots have played each other 15, 20 times in the past. And New England always beat the Chargers. Now, the Chargers are bigger, they're stronger, they're faster, they can play offense, they can play defense, they can play on both sides of the football. And Philip Reed, at his age, and I said it before, he is the Tom Brady to never win a Super Bowl. Now, the Chargers do have the best record. They won yesterday against Baltimore, and now they got to face the New England Patriots, and that game is going to be this Saturday. Now, I predict this football game is going to go back and forth. This is going to be a very competitive football game. This is going to be one of those you're not going to know who's going to win type of situations. Now, the score, I'm going to predict that the score might be between 20 to maybe 25. 20 to 25, maybe 30 to 32 or something. It's going to be a high-scoring football game. Now, in the beginning, I think the Chargers might run out of the gate very fast, very quick. I think the Chargers might make a touchdown in the beginning of the football game, and the score might be, 3-0, 6-0 in the very beginning. I also believe that New England will make a run and a drive, tie it up 3-3 or 6-6, so that'd be in the first half. I got a crystal ball with me. Now, if the Chargers can somehow play all four quarters without making no mistakes, they've got a very good shot of doing something that's never been done before, that is coming to Foxborough and knock out the Patriots. And there's only a few football teams in history that has came into Foxborough and beat them in Foxborough. The Miami Dolphins have beaten the Patriots in Miami and actually turned around and done it in Foxborough. The Indianapolis Colts, Baltimore Ravens have done it. The Eagles kind of went in there and done it. So it's possible that you can come to Foxborough and beat the Patriots. I said it's possible. So don't get happy and excited because I said I think the LA Chargers have a shot of winning. I said it's possible that they could do it. Now, here's the thing. Even if you can play the first quarter and the second quarter and have New England on the ropes, Tom Brady is known for making a comeback in a football game. It's happened before where they're down 10 points. They're down 15, 20 points. Like that, Tom Brady makes a comeback. Now, New England is bigger than San Diego, LA Chargers. They're bigger, more stronger, and they're more faster on both sides of the football. And New England is very aggressive and very hard to beat in Foxborough. They are. And when they're in Foxborough, they're unpredictable. So I see Tom Brady is going to make a lot of drives with the football. I see Tom Brady is going to probably be forced to run up the middle and into the end zone because just standing there throwing the football is not going to work. I mean, it'll work, but he's going to have to do more to make sure that the score is far out of reach. And when they're in Foxborough, they could score anywhere between 20 to 30 points. And maybe because this is a competitive game, Patriots might have to score 35 points and make the score 30 to 35. So I'm going to tell you in the beginning, it's probably going to be, 3-0, 6-0 LA Chargers. Then Patriots is going to tie it up and make it 3-3 or 6-6. And then somewhere in the third, going in the fourth, we're going to see this high-scoring football game. We're going to see the score be 20 to 25, and then maybe if the game goes into overtime, we're looking at a score of 30 to 35. Now, if the Chargers can somehow play for 4 quarters, and if they're able to do what they did to the Baltimore Ravens yesterday, which is get up there and stop the quarterback from throwing the football, because it has happened to Tom Brady. Yes, it has happened to Tom Brady. If they take the same way that the Philadelphia Eagles did to Tom Brady, then yeah, I can see the Chargers upset the Patriots and go to the third round, and then they'll just be one game away from the Super Bowl. But I have this strong, eerie feeling that Tom Brady is going to make a comeback late in the football game, and he's going to have to put the game far out of reach. Because the only way I see the Patriots win this football game is if the game's far out of reach. So if I'm the Patriots, I think we should score 30 to 35 points. Make at least 10 touchdowns, if not 12. And the reason why I say that is because if you try to go for a field goal kick, then the Chargers are still in the game. They're still around. And if they're still around, Chargers have a chance to win the football game completely. So if you score 30 to 35 and the game is in overtime, and if you can get the game out of reach, the Patriots win the game. Now, the Patriots have won 5 Super Bowls, but they've gone to the Super Bowl 6 to 7 times. Tom Brady is experienced. He's played in first games, second and third games of the playoffs, and has won every single round. And it's usually either the second game or the third game Tom Brady usually gets eliminated from making to the Super Bowl. He usually loses in the third round, where that's the game that you need to go to the Super Bowl. So if you lose on your way to the Super Bowl, it would be the third game. But if he loses to the Chargers in the second game, then critics will say, well, age has finally caught up with Brady. Both quarterbacks, or in my opinion, are around the same age. Both quarterbacks are towards the end of their prime. So they're going to be playing on the same level. So it's not going to be a surprise if Tom Brady makes 5 touchdowns, Philip Reed makes 5 touchdowns. They're on the same competitive level. One is a Super Bowl champion. The other guy's looking for his first title, his first championship. And if they can beat the Patriots, then they'll be in the third game. And if they can win the game before you go to the Super Bowl, then only then they can go to the Super Bowl. But again, Tom Brady is known for making comebacks at the end of a game. He's done it before where they're down by 10, they're down by 15, they're down by 20 points, and they come back and they win the football game. So if I'm the Chargers, I would try to make the score 20 to 25 and hope that there's no comeback. Because there have been times where people have gone to Foxborough, they've had the Patriots on the rope 10 to 15 points for the first 3 quarters, and then somewhere in the fourth, out of nowhere, here comes this legendary fighting comeback from Tom Brady. And then New England goes on to the next round and win the third game and is back in the Super Bowl. Now, as for going to the third game and winning the Super Bowl for the Patriots, that's out of the question because, again, Gronkowski gets hurt, and if Tom Brady doesn't have nobody blocking the middle, you can sack Tom Brady 10 to 15 times, maybe sack him 20 times, and make him fumble the football 7 times. And if the Chargers take advantage of that, yeah, I could see an upset in Foxborough. But I also see a comeback. And worst case scenario, I see a game goes into overtime. So in the beginning, I can see the Chargers come out of the gate and the scores 3-0, 6-0. Then the Patriots tie it up. It's 3-3. It's 6-6. And then somewhere in the second or third quarter, the score is between 20 to 25. If the game goes into overtime, you're looking at a high score of 30 to 35 in overtime. Now, who wins? Whether the Patriot, I'm a Patriot fan. I'm a Tom Brady fan. So win or lose, I'm gonna ride or die with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. If the Chargers can hold off the Patriots, then Chargers will win. So I'm gonna ride or die with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. So I hope you like this matchup. Until then, peace.